quick tip. So you're flying your mini quad straight into the ground and you explode. You manage to find your quad, but your GoPro, nowhere to be found. I'm gonna give you 4 tips to find that GoPro, and only 3 of them require your battery in the GoPro to work. Let's get right into it. Real quick, I might change the name of these videos from quick tips to something on the order of like 3-Minute Thursday or something like that, because eventually I'm going to run out of tips, and I still want to pump these videos out for you guys. I'm having fun, but I also want to maybe I could talk to you guys about upcoming products and stuff like that, just quick and dirty in the truck like this, just kind of let you know what's going on in this industry. It's moving so fast. So if you're cool with the name change and you enjoyed this content, leave me a yes in the comments below. That'd be pretty dope. Anyway, let's get into it. Here's my tips to finding that lost GoPro. So the first one is walk up to the location that you think the GoPro is and yell to it to start recording, stop recording, like that one just did up in the corner. What that will do is it'll kick off a little beep, and you might be able to find it like that. Some of the GoPros, like the Hero 6, the Hero 7, you can tell it to turn on or off, and it will do that, and it'll give you a bit more beeps than just the GoPro Record will. Now, if you've got a Hero 5, do not tell it to turn off, because it'll just turn off and you won't be able to turn it back on. The 6 and the 7 will turn back on as long as it's within, I think, an 8-hour span of time. So you're good there. If you're late, if you got to leave for whatever reason and don't want to kill the battery, and you'll be back within 8 hours, tell it to shut off and then come back and turn it back on. So that's number 1. Odds are that might work. If that doesn't work, the second method is to get your phone out and see if you connect via Wi-Fi. If you can get a Wi-Fi signal and then get into the GoPro app, you can then utilize in the Hero 6 and the Hero 7, you can turn on a beeper, and it's just a constant beeper until you turn it off. That will really help you find the GoPro. The issue with like the Hero 5, you can't turn on the beeper. I don't know why. I don't understand. They should update the firmware to include that, but they don't. Whatever. So that's way number 2. So this thing's beeping constantly. You just walk right up to it. If that doesn't work, but you can still establish a Wi-Fi connection, what you can then do is walk away from where you think the GoPro is. What you're trying to do is find the circle of antenna strength, and you want to find the outside edge of it. So you walk away into your Wi-Fi bar, like you start off with 3 bars or something like that, and odds are you're going to be within that signal where you went down. So wait till the top one goes away. Okay, now you've established the edge of that circle, but now you want to figure out where exactly that circle is. So you want to try to walk the edge of the circle and get, at least a quarter or halfway around it. Once you establish where that circle is on the ground, walk to the center of it, and that'll give you a much greater chance of finding that GoPro. So that's your third way, and all those ways require battery. And if you haven't found it yet, this final way is kind of like a search and rescue technique. And there's 2 ways to do it. The first way, the way I like, especially if you're alone, you want to start where, let's say, where the quad went down. So you know where that is, you picked it up off the ground. Go there and walk in a spiral pattern. And as you're walking in that spiral pattern, obviously you're looking at the ground in front of your feet and keeping track of where you've been. And as you walk that spiral pattern, you're going to get to a larger and larger circle, eventually finding the GoPro. If you have multiple people, you can set up in a line. So 2, 3, 4, I don't know how many people you're flying with, but what you can do is kind of do like a sweep pattern where you walk up this way and then flip over and walk back down this way. And basically what you're doing is covering ground, and you're overlapping each other's eyesight, and that will greatly increase your chances of finding this thing. And again, this is a way that will work, battery or no battery, if the thing's been down for a week or 5 minutes. Again, if you're alone, the outside circle technique works great, because what you're doing is you're acting like that line of 3 or 4 people overlapping each other's view, but you're overlapping your own view by walking in that circle. And that, like I said, it will greatly increase your chances of finding that GoPro. So those are my 4 tips to finding a lost GoPro after a crash. I've had it happen. It sucks. It sucks. The way I found mine, and sorry I'm way over the 3 minutes, but it's not 3 Minute Thursday yet. It's still quick tips, so that's a thing. Anyway, the way I found mine, and I do have a video, I'll link it above if I can run a card on this. And the way I found it, I was able to get into the app, and it was a GoPro 5, so I was unable to turn on the beeper. It was still recording, but I didn't, at the time, I just didn't think to tell it to start recording. And, I think that would have worked in my case, but whatever. I ended up having to do finding the perimeter of the signal strength, and that I think I found probably a quarter of the circle, and was able to deduce the center of where I thought the GoPro ended up, and I did end up finding it, and it was, it was pretty kick-ass. So those are my 4 tips. So if they help you find a GoPro, give me a thumbs up. If they don't, go back and look. I gave you 4 tips. Just go back and look. You'll find it. You'll find it. The thing that I had to worry about was there was a guy mowing the field as I was looking for this thing, so I was hoping he would want to come over. I would have put him to work. Dude, get off that mower and look for my GoPro with me, please. But anyways, yeah. So just click that thumbs up button and just punch that subscribe button, because you only get to do it once, and it's fun. And I'll catch you later. Peace.